Hello and welcome to English Classes TV Shows Explained.
Hi.
So today we're looking at Top Gear, the UK version, Series 9, Episode 3, and it's the USA Special. So this USA Special is a challenge to a road trip across the southern states from Miami to New Orleans, yeah? Okay, so what they first explain the idea. What's the idea behind it?
The thing that they have to do is with $1,000 they have to purchase a car. Purchase, yeah. Every one of them need a car, like 3 cars in total. Yeah. I mean $1,000 for each, and they have to go across. This is the main challenge, right? Like to go from Miami to go to New Orleans, and on the road they will have 5 challenges or 4 challenges more. Yeah,
so the idea is that they're trying to rent a car. They're trying to buy a car for the price it would cost to rent a car, to see, because they think renting cars is terrible, so they want to buy cars instead of rent cars. So the idea is they buy one for $1,000 and then they sell it again in New Orleans. Okay, they start in Miami and we see them trying to buy a car. What difficulties do they have?
Of course, money. Like with the amount of money they have is barely impossible to buy a car. So finally they found very, very terrible cars.
In a very terrible neighborhood.
In a very terrible conditions also.
Yeah. So what cars did they buy? Okay. Jeremy gets a
Chevrolet Camaro.
Yeah.
Chevrolet Camaro. It's really hard.
Camaro. Pronounced Camaro.
Without air conditioning, and everything is wrong with the car.
And Jeremy says that the Camaro is only driven by murderers. And they find the jacket of the previous owner, one of the victims of the previous owner.
Yeah, they make jokes about it.
What about Hammond? What does Hammond buy?
He has a Cadillac.
No, Hammond has the pickup truck.
Okay, I didn't know which one.
Hammond's the little one.
Okay, yeah, so he has this Dodge. It's a pickup truck with no air conditioning and in terrible conditions also.
And what about May? I think he's possibly got the worst of the 3 cars.
Yeah, it's a Cadillac, but he has problem with the engine. So he needs this
jump leads
all the time. Yeah, but they're equally terrible, those cars.
The Cadillac is very slow as well. His nickname is Captain Slow, and he picks a very slow car. Okay, so the first challenge is on a racetrack. Yeah,
they have to put the cars up to 50 miles.
No, before that they do a lap. The American version of the Stig, normally they have a person who does a lap. When they're in Britain, in a normal episode, they have a guy called the Stig, who's a racing driver, who never takes off his helmet, and we never see what he looks like, and he never speaks, and he's there just to drive the car as fast as possible. Yeah, and then and in America they can't have the Stig, so they have his American cousin, and he's very fat.
Yeah, they call him Fat Stig.
Big Stig.
Big Stig, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have to make a lap. Do a lap, and the fastest will win. And I think that Camaro is the one that wins.
Yeah. And what about the next challenge? And you were just talking about that. So
yeah, they have to put their cars up to 50 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Then they have to brake, and the thing is that the roads ends and there is a little bit of grass, and then it's a pond with alligators.
And they have to stop before they end up in the pond with the alligators.
Yes.
Okay.
And they do it. Only the little one, the Hammond.
Hammond ends up in the water a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But we don't have problems with alligators.
Okay. So they do the road trip they start the road trip from Miami to New Orleans. And what problems do they have?
They have problems because the cars are shitty with no air conditioning and things like this. But the main problem is...
Well, Hammond and Jeremy, they have problems with... they have no air conditioning.
Yes.
And it's too hot. And James May, he keeps running out of describes as running out of electricity. The battery goes flat on his car.
Yeah.
And he keeps needing a jump start.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they're given $100 to improve their cars. How do they improve their cars?
Oh, they do it in a really funny way. We can see that Jeremy Clarkson, he put shower in the car with cooling system.
Yeah, to keep him cool.
Yeah. So the shower is literally like here, and the water is pouring over his head. Okay, then Hammond.
The Hammond with the pickup truck, he has the best one.
Yeah, he has a grilling
system, a barbecue. He buys a big barbecue.
Yeah. And the James has this rack for clothes.
I'm not too sure how it costs $100 to get a
I thought that it was like 15 or something.
But it was pretty rubbish. This is pretty rubbish and pretty useless. Okay, the next challenge is they have to find their food. They have to eat roadkill. So they have to find an animal that's been killed by the side of the road. This is a joke because people say that in the deep south of America, the locals, like the rednecks, they eat roadkill.
Oh, really?
They have a reputation for eating roadkill. So they have to do that because it's very American. So what do they end up? They find
on their way they found several animals like squirrels and turtles and things like this.
Tortoise. They find a tortoise, but it's still alive.
Yes,
and they think it's someone's pet. And they find a squirrel, and they're going to eat that.
Yeah, but Richard Hammond is not very likely to peel it. But suddenly, Jeremy Clarkson comes with a very, very big cow on the roof of his car. So they have something to have for the dinner.
Yeah. The next challenge. This is your favourite challenge.
Yeah.
This is very funny.
Yeah, they are already in Alabama. This is like a very traditional state. It's this Bible Belt and everything. So I think that values for people are church and country and things like this. And they have to decorate the car of a friend of them.
Yeah, they have to decorate each other's cars.
Yeah,
with slogans.
Yeah.
To get them killed. So
yeah.
Do you remember what they put?
Yeah. No.
So I think on Jeremy's car he has Hillary for president.
Yes.
On James May's car it has country and western music is rubbish. And the best one is Hammond. Hammond is driving a pickup truck, and on the side it says "Man love rules okay." They're very homophobic in the South, and I think that's the main thing that gets them into trouble.
Yeah, they stop in the gas station and they got into trouble with local people.
They start throwing rocks at them and attacking them, and they have to run away, and they have to remove the slogans.
With Coca-Cola.
Yeah, and then we have torrential rain, a storm.
Yeah, but it's not a challenge.
Yeah, but
it's inconvenient.
Clarkson can't see very well because his windscreen wipers don't work very well.
Yeah.
And then they get to New Orleans, and they give their cars away. They decide, after seeing the destruction of Hurricane Katrina, which is still there even a year afterwards, they decide they can't sell the cars, they're going to give them away. But they have some problems giving away their cars, don't they?
Yeah, the problem is that Richard's car is so shitty that nobody wants it. And
no, Richard Hammond he manages to give his car away, his pickup truck.
Okay, James then.
James May, no one will have his car because it's so terrible. And then Jeremy gives away his car, but then they want to sue him because they gave the wrong information. They said it was a 91 Camaro and it was an 89 Camaro. And they were threatening to sue him for misrepresentation. They're giving something away, which is crazy.
Yeah, and the episode finished with Jeremy Clarkson saying, "Don't go to America."
From what you see on the episode, it certainly seems like that horrible place. Okay, so that's a quick resuming of the plot. So the next episode will be the vocabulary. Okay, so we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.